and welcome to your personal Siebel CRM update, brought to you by the Siebel Hub, your #1 resource for modern-day Siebel CRM training and education. Siebel CRM Update 25.1, the inaugural update package for Siebel 2025, is tightly packed with bug fixes, enhancements, and exciting new features. Siebel Web Tools continues to catch up to its non-web client-server sibling by adding the Properties Pane. Event publication and subscription for Apache Kafka can now be used to connect to the streaming service on Oracle Cloud infrastructure. Siebel Configurator receives a small but significant UX update. Starting with 25.1, all Siebel installers, including DISA, SAM, and others, are bundled with the Modular Deployment Engine. Siebel Cloud Manager becomes available as a standalone installer. And the version of Siebel Tomcat application containers hikes up to 9.0.97. Until recently, the vertical alphabetic listing of object definition properties, also known as Properties Pane, has been absent from Siebel Web Tools. To be fair, Task and Workflow Editor in Siebel Web Tools do provide a Properties Pane, but it's been missing from the generic object list views. That's about to change. After updating to Siebel 25.1 or higher, developers can open the Properties Pane from a button on the Object Explorer. The Siebel Web Tools Properties Pane shows the list of properties for the selected object definition in the typical alphabetic fashion. Similar to the Siebel Tools experience, developers can use the Property Pane to review and edit the object definition's properties. Editing is, of course, only available when the current workspace is editable. Siebel CRM 25.1 also introduces a new system preference by the name of WF Task Max Rows Allowed in Editor. This system preference defines the maximum number of child elements displayed in the workflow or task editor. Child elements include, for example, workflow or task steps, but also connectors. If the system preference is not set, the workflow or task editor will display up to 3,000 child elements. One would tend to think that a workflow process or task flow with several thousands of steps and connectors is a bit on the excessive side. You guys ever heard of subprocesses? In case your workflow or task exceeds 3,000 steps and connectors, you can set the system preference to a higher value to allow the editor to display it. Event publication and subscription for Apache Kafka represents the latest addition to the Siebel Enterprise Application Integration Toolkit. Introduced with Siebel CRM 23.6 and having received an update for partition support in 24.12, Event Pub Sub is becoming a household name among integration teams. Many cloud vendors, including Oracle, run their own implementation of the popular Apache Kafka streaming platform. In case of Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, the service is known as OCI Streaming. OCI customers can set up streams, which are equivalent of a Kafka topic. With Siebel CRM 25.1 and higher, OCI streaming can be connected out of the box, extending the Siebel EAI capabilities even further. Siebel Product Configurator is a well-established and proven tool in Siebel customer order management. One of its core features is the capability to generate a user interface for customizable products, allowing the developer to define the layout and control style for maximum usability. In 25.1, Oracle enhanced the user interface for combo boxes in Siebel Product Configurator. In Siebel 24 and earlier, a combo box is rendered as a simple HTML select element, providing a consistent but not very pleasurable user experience when selecting a value from a dropdown. With 25.1 and higher, the standard rendering uses the typical OpenUI style of an autocomplete dropdown, which also supports type ahead. Customers wishing to revert to the retro HTML select style can do so by modifying a user property. To obtain the Siebel CRM installer, aka Modular Deployment Engine or MDE, customers or partners have to go to the usual places in the My Oracle support portal. Seeing several zip archives as part of the MDE bundle is not an unusual sight, but with 25.1, the amount of zip archives has increased significantly. The reason for this is that Oracle has started bundling auxiliary software products, which were previously available as separate downloads with the MDE. These products are Desktop Integration Siebel Agent, bundled with the Windows installer, Siebel Approval Manager, Siebel Marketing Server, and the Siebel Mobile Framework sources. January 2025 also marks the availability of a new Siebel software installer. The last time a new installer was shipped was in February 2021 with Siebel CRM 21.2 update. Back then, the Modular Deployment Engine, or MDE, was introduced and has since served and continues to serve as the single tool to install Siebel CRM and auxiliary software, as we've just learned. With Siebel Cloud Manager, SCM, Oracle introduced a groundbreaking new option to deploy Siebel CRM. Since its first general release, and until recently, SCM was exclusively available as a software stack on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, or OCI, Marketplace. SCM's primary capability is the fully automated deployment of Siebel CRM containers on Kubernetes clusters. Support for any Kubernetes-type container orchestration environment certified by the Cloud Native Computing Foundation was just added recently. Beginning with 25.1, Oracle ships a standalone installer for Siebel Cloud Manager. This allows customers to choose the platform, be it on cloud or on-prem, for deploying Siebel containers with SCM. In a standalone situation, SCM would bring the same features to the table as its OCI counterpart, with the limitation that the customer would have to bring the required resources, BYOR, such as Kubernetes cluster and database. Having an SCM-based deployment of Siebel CRM opens it up for all SCM goodies, such as observability and monitoring or the lift and shift utility. Siebel CRM begins its 30-year anniversary with a bang. The fact that we can deploy Siebel CRM using Kubernetes on any cloud or on-prem data center is a true testament to the sheer talent of the early-day Siebel engineers and the strength of the Siebel core. As Siebel CRM evolves, our Siebel knowledge should expand too. Do you want to learn more about Siebel Cloud Manager or Event Pub Sub with Kafka? Only the Siebel Hub learning experience can provide you with best-in-class, always up-to-date Siebel CRM training. We offer modular training courses for beginners and experienced Siebel practitioners. Check out the links in the description and start learning today. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.